It's time for Focus Forward, sponsored by Invest Grand Bahama. It's Grand Bahama's best talk show, highlighting all of the positive things happening in Freeport.
Look forward to our special guests each week that will tell you about events, activities, and initiatives that are making a remarkable impact on our community.
You'll also hear from local business owners and get a heads up on deals and special promotions. It's time to Focus Forward. Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of Grand Bahama's Best Talk Show, Focus Forward, sponsored by the Invest Grand Bahama unit of the Grand Bahama Port Authority. My name is Glendia Sweeting, Manager of Quality Assurance and Special Projects, and I am joined by my co-host, Alex Thompson, Director of Public Affairs at the Downtown Freeport Business Association. Alex, how are you?
My title's not finished. It's still, we're still in the All Things Bahamian series.
Because we are getting towards the end of the season, I have to say, Alex, you need to pick something. Who are you?
I am Miss Independence. I'm rocking the All Things Bahamian still. Okay, Miss Bahamian then. Miss Grand Bahama. How about that for today?
That was a stretch, but we'll go with Alex. Miss Bahamian for today.
Miss Bahamian for today.
And when we come to next season, you need to tell me beforehand who you are.
We'll figure that out when we get there.
Because I can't figure it out.
I don't want to talk about it. I want to talk about the season ending. I don't want to talk about that right now.
All Things Bahamian, we're going to talk about that. This is a grand season ending, of course. We are happy to be with you guys each and every week, and we hope that we never disappoint, because we always want to be able to share with you the best information that you can find only here on Focus Forward about what's happening within the city of Freeport and in Grand Bahama.
Okay, so that's why this is an amazing show, as all of them are, but this is even better because we always bring you the tea. I wish I had some tea in there, but not tea. They're just leaving it all water for us today. But before we get started, we want to thank all of our sponsors. Of course, the Invest Grand Bahama Small Business Bureau for allowing us to come into your business and your homes every single Thursday. Yes. We also want to thank OMG.
Well, you can't just say Thursdays.
That's right, because we are on Fridays as well as Saturdays, and we're on the radio and we're on the TV. So we'll get back to that. She won't even let me shine a little bit. Let me give you the whole reel
to say thank you with the right information.
To say thank you to all of our sponsors. So back to the Invest Grand Bahama, who we absolutely love. And we want to also say, OMG Couture, we appreciate you. We want to say thank you to Creative Eye, looking so beautiful. And we also want to say thank you to Visible Changers. And of course, today I want to say thank you to Maturin, which is an all Bahamian, all Bahamian seamstress here in Grand Bahama, out at Port Lacaya and Shop 4. Let me get this right, because they, made me look fabulous today. It is Sibylline Watson, and I want you to, this handmade, this authentic Bahamian fabric, I would have you know, right here in Grand Bahama. So if you're looking for your androsia print or anything handmade with the wonderful fabrics of the Bahama Islands, you can visit them in Port Lacaya.
Perfect. Can I see that card really quickly?
You can.
Because she is a licensee, so she's in Port Lacaya Marketplace. Booth number 4. Give her a call, 727-7531.
Let's keep it
Thank
in
you so much,
context.
Ms. Watson, for making Alex look really, really nice today.
Thank you so much. Yes, they're all. And as a licensee of the Grand Bahama Port Authority, you have an opportunity to be on Focus Forward. You're able to sit right here at the table with us and tell the world about your business. What you can do is send us an email at info@gbpa.com and say, I want to be on Focus Forward, and our production team will go ahead and reach out to you. But that's not all you get. You don't just get an opportunity to tell the world about your business, but the Invest Grand Bahama board will go ahead and they will help you to create a commercial that will be played as the business of the week on our local TV station, and it is free to you as a licensee of the GBPA.
Absolutely.
Yes.
So let's get on with our show, All Things Bahamian. We are wrapping up this wonderful season where we've been celebrating our country, our heritage, who we are, our island, and of course, our city. And we've been welcoming so many licensees over the last several weeks.
We were celebrating the food.
She enjoyed the food. She really did.
I did enjoy
the cooking show, right? The cuisine show.
I went home and decided I was cooking fish.
Chef Roxy, yes.
I was cooking fish.
I even tried, so I started adding stuff like garlic on my fish. I never never did that before.
What is
I
wrong
used to
with
do
you?
it with the old Bahamian way. You put your little salt and pepper. Anyways, we'll
There's
talk
new
about that off
Bahamian
camera,
way.
right? But I learned some things from
That's
Chef
it.
Roxy, so I've been doing it and enjoying it, and the family has as well.
Okay, all right. Roxy,
Giving me an
shout out
opportunity to
to
cook more.
you.
Yes.
You've worked her hands. I'm sure her husband is excited.
Of course, he always is.
Okay. Moving right along here.
Moving right along. So let's get into our conversation, and we want to welcome to our roundtable both of these persons, not coming for the very first time, but every time they come, it's always really, really impactful, and today is absolutely no different. So if I can introduce our first guest, Mrs. Jillian Williams. She is the brand representative for the Grand Bahama Island Promotion Board.
Hello,
Welcome.
ladies. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Always good to have
How
you
you
here.
do?
Alex, I just love your energy, both of you. You guys, you would give your coffee for people in the morning, help them wake up.
Yeah.
I love that.
I
That's
may be
wonderful.
coffee. Alex is a coffee and a shot.
And
of
a shot.
espresso.
Alex is a double shot of espresso. Let's
That's
go
why
with that.
we work together. So, we work together
It's a
well.
beautiful dynamic.
fantastic.
It is.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank you
you.
so much for being here. And we also want to welcome one of my very good colleagues. Obviously, every time she comes, there is a great big message that needs to be shared. So she never comes with her hands empty. They're always very full, and we appreciate that. So welcoming back to the show, Miss Charmaine Johnson, Business Development Officer at
Thank
the
you.
Invest Grand Bahama Unit
Yes.
and the Business Development Department. Welcome.
Absolutely, Glendia, Alex, always a pleasure to be back.
Mm-hmm.
Always
hands
wanting
never
to
come empty.
share.
Just having a good time.
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
slipping
we have
through
lots to
food
talk
with
about
her.
today. We'll get to that.
Just checking. Feeling some food.
All
right.
right.
Yep.
So let's get into our discussions today, because I understand, Mrs. Williams, that there is something that's happening here within the city of Freeport. Now, Alex likes food and
Yes.
all of this kind of
Yes.
thing. So tell us about what's happening. I don't even want to preempt it. I just want you to tell us from start to finish, because you're just so good.
I got you. So I'm right there with Alex. I love food, and this event just has me on cloud nine. The Grand Bahama Island Promotion Board will be showcasing the Grand Bahama Island Restaurant Fest. We are in our third year, and it is going to kick off this coming Saturday the 3rd, and it's going through the 17th. And so diners will be able to sample from the Port Lucaya Marketplace vendors this coming Saturday. Different samples. We have vendors like Zorba's, the Green Gamut, Cocktails on the Bay, Macari's on the Bay, bootleg chocolates, and so much more.
Hold on. Food
There will be tons of food,
Sampling
Alex.
food?
Sampling food.
and drinks
And drinks.
and chocolate.
And some chocolate.
So I get food, drink, and dessert.
Yes.
Okay, continue. I'm liking you. I'm liking you at the table.
Now with that, Alex.
Tell me.
From the 3rd onward, we have a series of restaurants throughout the island, from fine dining to local eateries, that you will be able to get from a prefix menu your appetizer, your main course, and your dessert.
And dessert.
Yes.
It's heating up in here.
It's heating up. It's
The
heating
3rd
up.
to the 7th, is that August?
August
August
3rd to
3rd,
the
okay,
17th.
okay.
And so we have about 16 restaurants that are going to be participating.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it's wonderful. We have the Stone Crab, we have Upstairs on the Bay, we have the Flying Fish, we have the Galley restaurant, with Chef Harold.
All right.
We have
You know we love Chef
You're
Harold.
we
coming
love
with
Chef
good meals
Harold.
here today.
Yes.
Mahi and vegetables.
Okay, see, we have Mirport Bistro, we have Silk Cafe, we have Hartman's, we have EJ on the
have
Bayside.
Hartman's?
Yes, we do.
I love me some Hartman's.
Go check them out.
I love me
Go
some
check
Hartman's.
them out.
Okay, so let's be clear. Let me just
Yes.
recap. So this is the Grand Bahama Island Restaurant Fest.
Yes.
Yes.
Just to make that clear, it's a fest.
Yes.
That means it's running from August 3rd to the 17th.
Yes.
I have all of them days in the middle there.
Yes.
To try all these different restaurants.
Yes, you
That's
will.
going to have a special menu.
Yes.
Just for this event.
Just for this event.
Is this going to be friendly to my pocket?
Of course it will be.
Oh, okay.
Of course it will be.
I want to hug you, but after the show.
Exactly.
So I need to make sure, because my people are watching, they're listening. We need to make
Yes,
sure.
definitely.
And this is an all Grand Bahamian event.
all Grand Bahamian event. Of course, this coming Saturday with the kickoff event that will be a taste of Grand Bahama. Our Port Lucaya Marketplace vendors will be giving out samples, so you would be able to go and visit participating establishment and ask for a sample for the Grand Bahama Island Restaurant Fest event, and they will be able to provide you their samples.
You're going to have shirts, so they need to buy me one shirt to say the GBI RF so they could know that I'm coming.
I know, right?
Yeah, and they
Don't
can say,
worry.
Trust me, they will not miss you. They will know, they will know that you're coming.
Yes.
So this all sounds great, and I just want to join Charmaine into the conversation, and we could go back and forth just a little bit. Charmaine, you know, I'm always interested in knowing the story behind what we see. How did we get here? Where did this idea come from? And why is it important?
Absolutely, and I'm happy you asked that question, Glendia, and to you, Alex, as well. What is important with all of our businesses is, of course, sustainability and profitability for all of our businesses. Our role as the Invest Grand Bahama arm of the Grand Bahama Port Authority is that business-to-business connection, right? And so when we talk about how are we getting our suppliers, our vendors who have some of these indigenous product, you know, some of this organic product we talk about, we see all of this stuff that is grown home locally. How are we connecting those vendors, those suppliers, those businesses to actual restaurants that need these ingredients to serve our general public? And so from that perspective of business to business, this is our role. So we do all of these sort of behind the scenes support initiatives. And a part of our support, obviously, is for Julian and her team. We will be at that event on Saturday as well in a capacity of support, of information, of sharing, and most of all, encouraging our general public to come out and support, because you never know. You may walk away with more than just a sample. You may walk away with a business idea. And so we are there to serve, to guide, to lead you in those areas as well.
So when you talk about from farm to table, and we're talking about Grand Bahamian, so this is not just Grand Bahamian chefs, cooks, restaurants doing what they do. You mean to tell me if I order a fish dish or a conch dish or something else, maybe a pork dish, these things could be coming from Grand Bahamian or Bahamian.
Even some of your vegetables.
Owners.
Even some of the vegetables that are used, I always give this example. I remember growing up, because my dad was into farming and we had our garden, and a shift in how we think and embrace our own product is, we're at a curve that's exciting right now, because we would not want to eat our locally owned homegrown bananas. It was not the thing. You wanted that store-bought, it looks a certain way. But when you think about the flavor, the organic component of this is chemical free, so you're actually getting a better product that is actually more flavorful. You know where it's coming from, and you're supporting, again, a business owner that has this product. So you may not be that one to go and pick it, but you're certainly supporting that business when you're eating it.
So Charmaine, you talked about sustainability just a little bit earlier. I want you to tell me a little bit about the programs, the initiatives that Invest Grand Bahama may have in place that can assist probably budding entrepreneurs or persons that are interested in, you know, becoming a part of things like this. How do we get from having an idea or being exposed to an idea to being a part of a restaurant fest, if I want to be in that industry?
Excellent question, Glendia. And Saturday will actually prove exactly in real time how this process works. So for example, somebody has this blooming idea, something that's unique, that can be related to a service for the restaurant fest. Based on how that business is structured, you can actually qualify for a diversity waiver. So what that means is you've come up with this fantastic idea, something that nobody else is doing, or you have a twist on something that makes this business proposal so unique. You can actually qualify for the first year's licensee fee to be waived. How does one get this information? And I always say this, and I really use this opportunity to encourage all of our entrepreneurs. You can have the best business idea. If we are not aware of what you're doing, I am not positioned or empowered to help you. the way to get the services that you actually get for free as a business owner, when we talk about the marketing, when we talk about the guidance, is you have to be a licensee of the port. I cannot help you outside of that spectrum. And so I encourage, I'm here, there, all of us who are part of the team in business development, we are more than willing to work with you. There's no business idea that's nothing to say, it's nothing to pursue. But what we want to do is to engage and have that conversation. It starts when you come and say to us, well, what do you think about this idea? Can I do this? Can I do that? We are more than willing. We're more than happy. We're excited, actually, to have those types of conversations to get you into the family where we're actually connecting you as a business owner with other businesses that can use your services. And then for the sake of what's going to happen on Saturday, get you a part, get involved into the restaurant fest that's going to happen.
So we're free somewhere in that conversation.
I sure did.
That's all you heard, free.
I heard free in the conversation. I just want to make sure we understand what that free means. I just want to be clear. So
Absolutely.
if I have a great business idea, I want to be a unicyclist that sells balloons. And we want to see how viable that is and how you can help me. You mean I can book an appointment with the Invest Grand Bahama small business?
It's easy as a phone call, Alex.
I just call you.
Give us a call. There's myself, there's Claudine Pinder, there's LaShawn Dames, there's Derek Newbold. We are here to support.
And you'll give advice?
I just had a conversation. I had a meeting with some budding entrepreneurs. And I said, listen, no question is a stupid question. This is why we are here. We want to see these businesses more than thrive and be sustainable. You're in business to be profitable. Use the resources that are at your fingertips. And I'm even speaking to existing businesses, because as businesses evolve with technology or marketing or any other feature of your business component, you have to stay connected. And so I'm even speaking to our existing businesses. There are refresher courses that are going on. We just completed our customer service training program. This is a free service. We are continuing with this customer service training for every month until the end of the year, free to participants. All you have to do is register.
High five across the table for that. I love it. I love it. High five across the table. All right. I just like to make sure it's clear, because when you say free, people want to make sure it's really free. And so they can come in, they can consult with you, whether over the phone or whether in person. And the resources that your department has, you offer it to those persons. So I like that idea. So like you said,
Absolutely.
no question is stupid.
Right.
No business idea can't be, let's walk it out and let's see how we
That's
can
right.
make that something that's sustainable. And I like that idea, so that you're encouraged
Right.
to come in
That's right.
and talk about the business, and let's get these entrepreneurs up and running.
Absolutely. Now I just want to jump back over to Miss Jillian over
Yes.
here, because I really want to hear more about the Restaurant Fest.
Yes.
Tell us what is going to be happening exactly on Saturday, and then we want to talk a little bit about restaurants.
So on Saturday, of course, August 3rd, this coming Saturday, we're going to kick off with a taste of Grand Bahama.
That includes food.
It includes food, Alex. I got you. In the
I know. Are
In
you
the-
hungry now? 'Cause-
I'm right there with you. Okay. But we will be in the Port Lucaya Marketplace. The show will be going on in the square. We have live entertainment, and we also want to make mention that this is an event for the family. So bring the kids. It's summertime. We want them to get out and have a good time as well. And so we just want to encourage the entire family to come out. You will be able to visit participating vendors in the Port Lucaya Marketplace and get your samples, Alex. Little samples. Little samples, and it will be a great event from 12 p.m. to 7 p.m. And then you have from the 3rd onward through the 17th, where you will be able to prefix set menus from our participating restaurants.
But I'll have to pay for that.
You will have to pay for that.
Okay,
You
just
will
making
have
sure.
to pay for that. Some of the restaurants that we have, I have to make mention to Portobello's at the Grand Lucayan. We love Portobello's.
We like Portobello's, we do.
We like them. We also have Out to Sea.
Okay.
I love Out to Sea.
I like that Sunday
Fresh
stew
seafood.
fish.
There you go. So
Alex
you
knows.
know.
I'm feeling it. I'm there with you. I
So
see
you
this
know.
conch salad on this flyer. Look at this little flyer she has here. I hope some conch salad is going to be out there.
Yes. Well, you just have to come and check out and see for yourself.
Okay.
Now, I also have to make mention we will be having a live demonstration by Chef Harold, and he's going to be going through the lionfish. Now, of course, Ms. Charmaine, she spoke about it. We want to talk about sustainable fishing, sustainable farming, and the lionfish is what we present August 1st. August 1st is the beginning of lobster season, and we just want to basically showcase that, hey, sustainable fishing and farming is important. That's where you get the farm seed to table taste. That's where it is, Alex. Alex, I love your vibrancy for food.
Well, listen, we know that Grand Bahama Port Authority is one of the sponsors, but we know there's more people that makes this possible.
Definitely.
Tell us, who else is a part of this board and working with you guys to make it happen?
Of course, so we have other board members like the Grand Lucayan Portobello's, like Out to Sea. We also have Coca-Cola. We also have BNT, and you'll be hearing some more from them later on. But of course, this event won't be possible for all of these members coming on and assisting us. We also want to make mention of our ongoing campaign, which is to love Grand Bahama, right? I grew up here. I love this island from the bottom of my heart. We are showcasing the best that Grand Bahama has to offer, the diversity of the culinary scene, and this is why we want to share with all of our diners to come, and try from 16 participating restaurants.
Okay, tell me some more. We got Hartman's.
We have Hartman's.
We got Hartman's, and we got the Galley. We've got Portobello's, Out to Sea.
Out to Sea.
What else we got?
Merport Bistro. We
Great
have
outlets.
Silk Cafe.
that
the
nice
list
sandwich
goes on
wrap.
and on. We have Zorbas.
Okay.
We have Pisces.
Oh,
We
pepper
love the
pots.
pizza. There you
They
go.
got great pepper pots at
There you
Pisces.
go. We have Upstairs on the Bay.
Okay.
Yes. So there's several restaurants that are participating that you will be able to go to.
Fair
and
Play.
Fair Play, they will
Macari's.
be our participating vendors in the Port Lucaya Marketplace on Saturday. So the Green Gamut, that's there, Zorba's, that's there, Fair Play, Macari's, Cocktails on the Bay. You could get sample drinks from Bahama Mama. And so we just want to encourage everyone to come out on Saturday. And we're going to have live entertainment, guys. I won't speak to it because I want everybody to come.
Be surprised.
But be surprised. It's going to be a really great time. You'll be able to get your dessert from some samples from Bootleg Chocolates, Alex. There you go.
Drink.
Yeah, because she's going to go to Bahama Mama.
Oh,
I
Alex.
figured,
Or Cocktails
when I
on the
heard it,
Bay,
I thought about her
Macari's.
immediately. So it's going to be a grand
It's
time.
going to be a grand
Saturday,
time.
Port
Saturday.
Lucaya Marketplace.
Yes.
It begins at 12 o'clock. It ends at 7.
Yes.
So you have to come out there. I know the sun is a little bit toasty, but once you start eating and drinking, you're going to have such a great time. You won't even remember. And then, of course, you can kind of move around to the various restaurants as well.
Of course, yes. So
And still visit and support the shops, right?
Exactly.
Because
shopping.
yes, it's a restaurant fest, but it also brings opportunities for Grand Bahamians and residents to come out and support other local businesses
yes,
in the marketplace.
definitely. There will
And
be
Maturin.
yes, there will
course.
be other local vendors in the Port Lucaya Marketplace offering deals.
Yeah.
And so we just want to encourage everyone to come out and support our vendors in the Port Lucaya Marketplace.
Okay.
Yes.
Got it.
We appreciate that. And of course, Grand Bahama, you have an opportunity between, I guess, the 4th to the 17th
Yes.
to visit some of the participating businesses. Is there a link on social media or someplace where persons can go so that they can get that schedule, that list of names?
So you would be able to visit www.grandbahamavacations.com for more information. And then, of course, visit our social media pages on Instagram, visit GBI. We're going to be sharing all the information that you would need from them.
Perfect. GrandBahamaVacations.com, guys. That is where you go to find out which restaurants are participating between August 4th to the 17th to make sure that you can go and visit them. But Saturday is your time to come out. August 3rd, make sure that you come out, support the Port Lucaya Marketplace. We are very grateful for the Grand Bahama Island
Thank
Promotion
you.
Board, yourself, Jillian, and team, Charmaine, Invest Grand Bahama. Of course, we always appreciate you guys coming and doing some wonderful things. Of course, we also want to say a big shout out to ASPS, who is in the the room, doing some big things, and made sure that we had this show today for all things Bahamian. We appreciate you. And again, we want to shout out all of our local businesses that are doing the farm to help get it to table, and the seed to help get it to table. And so thank you guys so much for being a part of everything that we're doing. All Things Bahamian, we wish you guys all the best. Thank you, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, so we have more to come. Of course, we're still talking about All Things Bahamian, lots going on about Restaurant Fest. And of course, we had Chef Harold here before, and he cooked up some nice mahi and all kinds of stuff. And it was really nice. She hopes he is cooking. I'm not so sure, but we'll find out in the next segment. So we'll be right back right after this.
Here at Hunt for Care Medical and Pediatrics, we offer such an array of services for the expecting mothers, consultation services, newborn care, newborn delivery, newborn screening. We do the well visits, we do the physicals, we do sick visits. We also offer developmental screening, vision screening, and so much more. Here at the Medical Pavilion, I work hand in hand with other subspecialties. And so there are OBGYN services for the expecting mothers. We offer surgery, there's orthopedics, there's internal medicine, there's cardiology. There's also dermatological services that you can have access to as well. We have a dental wing, we have laboratory services, and also pharmaceutical services here on property. We are located at number 6 East Sunrise Highway, and the contact number is 242-373-1122. Or you can contact us via the website at www.huntforcare.com.
The reawakened, the reimagined, the rebirth, the Renaissance capital of the Bahamas. Over $1.5 billion in investments. Marinas, cruise ports, downtown revitalization, residential developments. We're putting the city on the map. Want to know more? Just log on. Your future is only a click away.
Reporting non-emergency issues in their neighborhoods, all through the convenience of an easy-to-use and free mobile app. You can instantly report issues from within the GBPA areas, quickly map issues you see on the street, answer a few questions, provide detailed descriptions, photos, and videos right from your device. Whether it's your neighbor or the responsible department within GBPA, those who need to know will receive an instant alert of issues reported. You can also comment on issues, vote them up, and share issues on Facebook and other social media sites to get even more involved. You can report matters such as illegal dumping, unpermitted construction activity, damaged water meters, and a host of other issues that may affect your neighborhood and the city at large. We all want to make our city comfortable and issue-free, and now there's an app just for that. Keeping our city well-managed and beautiful just got a little bit easier. All you have to do is see, click, and fix with Freeport Report. Download the Freeport Report app today. Available for free in Google Play and the Apple App Store.
Thinking about starting a business or looking to expand and grow an existing business, the Invest Grand Bahama Small Business Bureau can help. We are your complete business resource center, offering a one-stop shop service to aspiring entrepreneurs and existing business owners. Did you know that most startup businesses fail within the first 3 to 5 years as a result of poor planning, insufficient funding, and lack of basic business management skills and training? The Invest Grand Bahama Small Business Bureau offers a wealth of resources, information, and support to help entrepreneurs avoid costly mistakes, make wise choices, and plan effectively for a successful business venture. Why risk becoming a statistic? Helping entrepreneurs realize their goals of successful business ownership while working with existing businesses to remain competitive and profitable is what we do. Visit or call us today for more information on how the Invest Grand Bahama Small Business Bureau can help you. Invest Grand Bahama Small Business Bureau, empowering licensees.
our city by reporting non-emergency issues in their neighborhoods, all through the convenience of an easy-to-use and free mobile app. You can instantly report issues from within the GBPA areas, quickly map issues you see on the street, answer a few questions, provide detailed descriptions, photos, and videos right from your device. Whether it's your neighbor or the responsible department within GBPA, those who need to know will receive an instant alert of issues reported. You can also comment on issues, vote them up, and share issues on Facebook and other social media sites to get even more citizens involved. You can report matters such as illegal dumping, unpermitted construction activity, damaged water meters, and a host of other issues that may affect your neighborhood and the city at large. We all want to make our city comfortable and issue-free, and now there's an app just for that. Keeping our city well managed and beautiful just got a little bit easier. All you have to do is see, click, and fix with Freeport Report. Download the Freeport Report app today. Available for free in Google Play and the Apple App Store.
Welcome back, guys. We're having a wonderful day today. Alex is over here teasing me. I can tease him back in a couple of minutes. But we're having a wonderful show today, and we're talking about all things Bahamian. This is the final show of the season. We're talking about food, too.
Okay.
We're talking about food, too, but
Grand
we're
Bahama
talking
Island
about so
Restaurant
much
Fest.
more. Grand Bahama Island Restaurant Fest.
Okay.
And we had the Grand Bahama Island Promotion Board that was here with us, and then, of course, Invest Grand Bahama just a few moments ago. And we were talking about what's happening this Saturday, the Restaurant Fest,
Food
Saturday,
dance.
August 3rd.
Food dance.
You're one of those people who, when you start eating, you start to dance while you're
I'm just thinking about the food. You know, we got someone special on the table. All the memories are coming back of the last time I ate from his hands. You know, just feeling it, feeling it.
This is very interesting in the moment. But yes, so Saturday, August 3rd, at Port Lakai Marketplace, that is where you want to be because you want to be a part of the Restaurant Fest. And of course, there are 16 restaurants that are participating in this particular event. And this is the first time I've never heard about something like this before. Have
It's
you?
their third annual.
Third annual?
It's the third annual.
So when was the first and the second?
Because you're usually on vacation at that time.
That makes sense.
But my belly
yes.
makes sure I'm where I need to be.
And then, of course,
for
we don't
this
get a
event.
chance to bring them to focus
That is
forward.
true.
So, because this is where the message gets carried, right?
So you know,
So you
get
have to be here.
You have to tune
Right.
in to focus forward in order to find out what's going on here in Grand Bahama.
And to make sure, let me know so that I could support it. All right, guys. So we want to get into our conversation. We have two wonderful guests that are joining us. Of course, Alex, I will allow Alex to introduce these guests because I don't think you've introduced guests for a little while now. We
Okay,
haven't
then
been
give
doing
me-
some large business segments.
Give it to me then.
We've
Give
been
it to
doing
me.
some different things. So I'll allow you to introduce both of our guests from these wonderful places here in Freeport.
Me. Just checking my voice, make sure that's right. No, we want to welcome to the table Danny L.
Yes.
Correct. Oh, I got it right. Hannah, the Education Outreach Officer at Bahamas National Trust.
Yes.
Oh, so wonderful to have you at the table.
So wonderful to be here.
Yeah, that's right.
Good to
and of
have you.
course, I have to introduce the man with the hands. Yeah, the executive chef of the galley, Mr. Chef Harold. That's all we call him.
Chef Harold.
That's it.
I was waiting for her to say Harold Pinder.
No,
But
no,
Chef,
that's it. It's
Chef
the executive chef.
Chef Harold.
Harold.
Okay.
At the galley.
At
Never
the
with the
galley.
last name.
Okay.
He's the man with the hands
Yes.
to make the food
Yes.
that we're gonna eat.
Yes.
Okay.
What an introduction, right?
Harold, it's so wonderful to have you back to the table. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
for
Happy to be
joining
here.
us. All right.
Happy
Now
to be
let's
here.
talk about it.
So let's just jump right in, right? And if I can start with you, Chef Harold, just because Alex is just making this a thing in the moment. If we could just jump right in now. We're talking about farm, sea to table cuisines.
Right.
What specials can we expect at the galley when persons decide they're coming between August 4th and the 17th?
Okay, well, with the upcoming Restaurant Fest, I decided to focus on, lobster season is opening August 1st. So I wanted to do something with lobster. And we also trying to focus on sustainability. So we trying to partner with some local fishermen for me to get some lionfish, which I plan on putting on the menu, right? And I also wanted to stick with the Bahamian theme for my dessert also. So I'm doing like a coconut Jimmy donut with
Really?
some rum raisin ice cream, which is made in-house.
Okay. You make the rum raisin ice cream in-house.
Yes.
All right then. You're really going out there.
Fancy, yeah.
Now, you talked about something about lionfish. Let's talk a little bit about what else are you going to be doing with this lionfish. I understand that you're kind of headlining our Restaurant Fest on Saturday.
Yes, on Saturday, I'm headlining the event with a demonstration of how to utilize lionfish in different ways. So the way we chose to do it was ceviche. You know, it's unconventional. Not a lot of people know that you could eat it raw. You know, because
I didn't know
in
we
their
could eat it
mind
raw.
they
No.
think that it's poisonous. But it's
Yes.
actually venomous. So the spines on the back of it is where that poison is, and so when they catch the fish, you would have to remove those, and then we process the fish from there. And it's a beautiful fish, you know.
I didn't know that. You just educated me.
Yes.
I was trying to figure out who's eating lionfish around here.
You get scared.
But yeah, but it's not
I've heard it
poisonous.
before. It's actually quite good.
It's
It
not
is.
poisonous.
No, it's not. It's
venomous.
venomous. Correct.
Okay. Have you cooked lionfish
We appreciate.
before?
I have not. I promise you, and I probably never will.
So you're going to be
but-
showing us how to cut the spines off.
I'm going to be doing all of that.
Really?
Yes.
Okay, so people need to definitely come out so they can see you prepare it,
Right.
make it good to eat, prepare
Right.
it, and we get.
And we'll be able to sample as well.
Correct.
I know you're gonna have a
I
big-
love samples for sure.
for like how
For
many
this
people?
video.
For about,
We won't say.
we're
I'll be
not
there.
going to say.
Just tell me how much time I need to
Come
be.
on,
Message
be
me
on
after
time.
the show.
Be on time. We
Be
can
on
make
time.
sure you're straight.
And you'll have an opportunity. She
Right.
will be on time. I promise you.
Now,
Yes.
is this your first time participating in the Restaurant Fest?
No, we participated last year also, and it was a good turnout. I really enjoyed it. You know, a lot of people liked what we did, and so it's exciting to be back and to do something again.
Now, for those businesses or those restaurants that are not on board this year, what would you say to them about participating in this particular event?
I would say participate in it. Why is because it gives you opportunity to be creative, to go be outside of your regular menu, to give people the opportunity to see something where you could showcase your talent. You know, as a chef. I mean, as a chef, you always looking for that opportunity. Like, okay, I want to be different. People do something. Sometimes we're confined to like just staying with this menu, but that gives you opportunity to do to be who you want to be creative, and be out there. And also, it gives people something different.
Okay.
You know, if you're accustomed to just having a regular menu, you could come and say, oh, I want that Restaurant Fest menu.
Okay.
It's different, you know. And like this year, for instance, we're doing like a lobster tartlet,
A lobster tartlet.
right, as an appetizer.
Okay.
So
Something
it's like
different.
it is. You know, you're gonna see. Let's see.
Okay.
And then again, we're doing lionfish, and I'm not gonna tell you how we're gonna prepare, but we'll surprise you.
Okay. So
Okay,
be
'cause we
surprised.
don't want
You
other
gotta
people
come. You
trying
gotta
to.
come. You gotta come to find out.
You gotta come into
gotta
the
come.
galley
You
to
gotta
find
come
out.
in to find out.
And that menu is going to run through the entire time during the Restaurant Fest. So any
Right.
day during that time, I can come
Any
in
day
and say,
you can
I want
come
the
in.
menu from the Grand Bahama Island
For
Restaurant
sure,
Fest.
for sure.
Okay, fantastic.
Now, the galley has been operational for quite some time now, and of course, I believe some people may be wondering, you know, it's exquisite yachts, and they may be thinking the price may be
Out of their
pretty
budget.
exquisite.
Right.
So, you know, tell us a little bit about the pricing and some of the offerings that you guys would normally have for persons that would come and be patrons.
Well, in my opinion, we're not pricey at all. Alex could attest to it. She's been there, you know.
Right.
You know, she.
Alex is a baller.
I know, she got it. So the pricing, it varies. You know, you could get appetizer starting at like $8, but they're very affordable in my
Right.
opinion. Now we have certain items, of course, the more exquisite items like your filet mignon, your Porto steaks, and these things. Those
yummy.
are going to be a little more
Mouth
pricey.
watering.
Right.
But you could get like a 3-course meal within $50-$60.
And this particular meal that you have set for this Restaurant Fest, you have a set price for that as well.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, and so you'll be able to get appetizer
Appetizer,
Main.
entree, and dessert
and dessert
for this one set price.
for that one set price. So I think that's we want to make sure
Amazing.
that people are aware of that all of these restaurants are going to have a set price, but you're able to get a 3-course meal at that time.
Definitely.
I can't squeeze in a drink.
Sounds
cake.
good.
I guess I can work it out.
Okay, work it out. Well, you're taking me to dinner.
Never. Never. You eat too much. You probably leave my plate on your.
All right.
So if we can move over, Danny L, Ms. Hannah,
Yep.
thank you again for being with us now. It's quite interesting to see Bahamas National Trust around the table when we're talking about Restaurant Fest. But of course, from your perspective, I'm sure that you guys may have in place some educational initiatives that we all need to be educated about when it comes to sustainable fishing practices and that sort of thing.
Right.
We all love the lobsters, but you only could eat it at a certain time.
And the grouper.
And then, of course, the conchs, but you only could eat it should be eating it at a certain size, and all of these kinds of things. So can can you tell us a little bit about the educational initiatives that you guys have in place to, you know, kind of help the community be a little bit more sensitized to what's really happening?
So at Bahamas National Trust, our biggest thing is, you know, starting with the kids. Because, you know, we go into the schools, we give them lessons, and then we also allow them to come and visit our national parks. And a lot of the times, when we talk to them, they will then go to their parents, and so their parents will come to us and say, oh, my child was telling me about X, Y, Z. That's so interesting. I never knew that. I was never taught that. And, you know, we all have come through the Bahamian system, and we've heard about it, but as we graduate, we kind of don't give it much thought after that. So it's a big thing for us to keep educating persons about what is one of the biggest things in our country. You know, seafood, that's everything. We all love conch, we all love lobster. And so it's important for us to teach, you know, like you said, the seasons, but then also the size, what are we looking for when we are looking at our seafood? What's the best way to procure them?
Now, can you tell us, you mentioned the school children and the students, and of course I know you guys pass the messages on, but when it comes to these businesses, what are you doing, or what might you be looking at doing to help foster a culture of sustainability among the fishermen and the persons that are actually out there doing the work? Because a lot of times I believe they may be the persons who could possibly be the ones that may be a little of an issue when it comes to the challenge. So how are we educating them? How are we getting to them with the right messages?
So every now and again, we do have workshops. So we'll go into the areas that are very big on fishing. So like the East End area, we'll have workshops, and we give persons an opportunity to come and learn different practices for sustainable fishing, as well as, you know, see what their concerns are. Because, you know, they've been doing things a certain way for so many years, but they may not even know that maybe this isn't the best way to do it, that they can adjust their practices to do it better.
So for just quickly, we use the word sustainability, this type of techniques. Give me an idea of what a fisherman would have been using before that you would now want them to change, or the way they do it now for something in that industry.
So there, you know, people have different nets that they'll use. They may use different, maybe even scuba equipment. You know, that's not common for the island, but there are persons who, you know, it's easier to dive for conch or dive for lobster if you have your scuba equipment, but they don't know that, you know, that's not legal. You have to free dive, so you don't have a chance to get as many. So that's one of the practices.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I didn't know that either.
Yeah, so even, you know, the type of cages they use, you know, you're not allowed to use bleach or allowed to use any explosives. You would use like a wooden special type of lobster cage to catch your lobster. And then even talking about what you look for, like say with conch, you know, you're looking for that flared lip to show that they've matured, that they've had a chance to reproduce. And the lip has to be a certain thickness. So when we're there on Saturday, August 3rd, we'll be showing them, you know, what you're looking for, how to measure the thickness of the conch lip to know if your conch's mature. So if you're out and you say that there's a conch on the ground, you think, oh, I want to have this, I want to have some conch, but you notice that, okay, it's not, the lip isn't flared, it's still kind of curved over, you would know to leave that in place. Yeah.
When you say lip, you're talking about the part of the shell, or the
so the part of the shell, like the part that's open, the top part, the pink part. So you want to measure that.
This is the first time this is the first time I'm hearing about it.
Shame on us.
Yes.
But this is why it's important for people to come out on August 3rd.
Yes, we need to go to some of the seminars and workshops.
We need to be able to, we're going to, you know, we don't have enough time on this show to talk more about this, but I wanted you to explain it so that people are aware and understand. So we know no bleaching. Use wooden traps for your crawfish, for your lobsters. You want to look at the conch properly to make sure the lip, which is the flared part of the shell, is thick enough and opened up and nice and good. I like all this information. And do not use scuba gear to go diving your conch.
That is quite interesting. So how does, I mean, knowing all of these things and knowing what's actually happening out there, how does the BNT help to monitor these activities?
So within our organization, we have a lot of persons that their entire job is to do research and monitoring and assessments for, you know, what are the amounts of crawfish or conch that we're seeing, you know, at what stages are we seeing them? Are we finding that persons are taking them at the wrong size? And then we're also partnering with other organizations that are doing similar research so that we are partnering. So if we can't be one place, they're the other place getting information. And so when we pool that information, we have an idea, okay, are we using too much conch? Are we using too much lobster? And so it's with that partnership that we're able to assess where we are.
Oh, I like that. Okay,
Yes.
I like that. So we're able to monitor everything. So that also, let's pop back over to you, Chef. So when people are coming to you and they're wanting to sell you this conch and sell you this crawfish, I'm going to ask you, if someone's coming to you and they have undersized conch or undersized crawfish, what are you going to do?
They can take it back.
They can take
That's
it
a
back.
good
Yeah, we can keep it.
Good answer.
And they know.
Don't even bring it to you.
Yeah.
Because you are focused on ensuring that they are also participating in sustainable practices for the Bahamas.
Correct. Because if they don't, then we're not going to have any conch. or
Exactly.
lobsters.
Do you also do business with licensed fishermen and conkmen and all of these persons that would normally sell their products?
For sure. Yeah, I normally will go to, for grouper and since Napa, I'll go right to the bazaar, to the fish market,
The
and
fish
we'll
market.
pick up fish, conch, lobster. That's where we get all of our seafood from.
Oh, I love it. So this is important to know.
like
So
it too.
the fact that the BNT is involved, and obviously that means that these restaurants that are taking part in this event, they've obviously, you would have of course done your research to make sure that they're being sustainable and using people that are licensed.
Yes.
That's right. To keep it in context.
Yes.
Right? And so I like that. And so this is important. So therefore the public is well aware of what is happening. So these are businesses that are licensed. These are businesses that are practicing sustainable, what's the word I'm looking for? Practices, obviously. And of course, these are people that are putting right back into the community, and which I like. So it's important that, what is that, farm to table, sea to
Yeah.
table? And we have to remember that every time that we are supporting these businesses, we are supporting the mothers and the fathers who are investing in this community. And I
Right.
love that.
How do you, Danny L., if I can ask, how do you know that the educational initiatives and programs that the BNT has in place, how do you know that they are working? Or when can you tell?
Well, I think it's an ongoing thing. I usually find that when I speak to them, you know, they're interested. They're asking questions. They're saying, "Well, oh, my grandfather does this and this. Is this not correct?" You know, they're wanting to learn more. And people who come to the parks, they will hear about things and they will respond with curiosity. Like I said, they ask questions. They want to know more. And just the fact that they're willing to have that discussion, I know if I'm not interested in something, someone asks me, I'm going to be like, okay, that's fine. But just to see them like reaching into their history, reaching into what they've heard from their families, kind of bringing that back to the surface, it's obvious that they're curious and they're learning.
Okay. All right.
Now I want to ask you a quick question, just for a show of hands for the lobsters. You know, because I'm one of those. If you're coming around and you're selling lobsters, I said, I need to see the size.
Right.
I want to know. Just give us, our public is aware, what size? I know you can measure it by the hand, correct?
Yes, I can't remember the exact. Yeah.
I think it's 5.5, 6 inches. It's the tail, correct? Just the tail part. Okay, I remember that. To make sure I measure. So anyone out there that is definitely purchasing, remember those important little tidbits. It needs to be at least 5.5, 6 inches. You know, don't bring it to me because I'll report you. I'm like Chef Harold.
Okay.
Yeah, we're not doing that. We're not doing it at all.
And people don't realize that we don't want you to have it this small because if they're too small, they haven't had a chance to reproduce. And so if we take them when they're babies, they're not having any babies, and eventually we're going to run out of the things that we love to eat.
Okay.
So it's not just us being mean. We want to give the animals a chance to reproduce.
Do you also, as you said, you go out into the fishing communities. Do you get any pushback from the fishermen sometimes?
Well, you know, everyone's kind of set in their ways. Like they said, they've been doing it for how many years? Their parents, their grandparents have been doing it. So the only thing we can do is kind of give them the information, show them why this is a good idea. Like I said, you know, we want them to have babies. If you want to keep doing this, your children to keep doing this, we have to make sure the animals are available and have a chance to reproduce. So once they hear that, okay, this is so that we can keep doing this, they tend to to be more receptive most of the time.
Okay. I wonder if we're going to have any fishermen out on Saturday. That would be a great thing if we can get some of them out there. Then we'll be looking at some there. Now, Harold, I'm looking at this flyer they left here with this conch salad. You mentioned something about you're making your lionfish in what kind of way again?
Well, it's ceviche, so it'll be cured and cold smoked.
I don't know what cold smoke is. I know it tastes good when I hear something cold
It's
smoke.
not going to be any heat applied to the fish. It's going to be cold.
Okay. And are you excited about this event that's coming up?
I'm always nervous doing these type of events.
Really?
You know, it is. But I tend to just zone out when I cooking, so I just pretend like nobody's there and just get to work.
Now, are you going to be cooking every night of this event, or you're going to pick a restaurant that you're going to go to and taste their food as well?
I don't know. I know, honestly, I don't have the time.
I don't know too many chefs that actually go around and go and taste other chefs' food. I really don't. I really don't. Seriously.
But you like the kitchen. You love the kitchen.
I love the kitchen. If I
Yes.
could be in the kitchen, put me in the kitchen.
Okay. Well, you know, I don't know why there's no kitchen here today.
Next time.
You know,
We got to arrange
Cook us a
that.
little meal.
We got to arrange
You are on
We'll
camera.
recreate
Yes.
one again.
You are on
Yes.
camera.
We'll do that again.
Did you hear him? When we come back after our
We
break,
will.
we will be. Can we come to your kitchen?
Sure, we can make that happen.
Now that sounds quite interesting.
Just let me know. We could plan something.
Great opportunity. Okay.
I got him to say it on air.
There you go.
You know, he's locked in.
So now he has to do it.
That's it. That's
I'm
it.
open.
All right. So will you guys be out on Saturday as well?
We will be out on Saturday.
With the educational information,
Right.
sharing that information, making sure people are well aware, giving them pamphlets and things like that.
Right, and we'll have
Yes.
some trivia, some games, so they can get involved.
Free
Oh, that
things.
sounds like
Giving away
fun.
free things.
Well, I can't promise that, but we'll see.
We'll see. Now, I know the BNT also has a yearly membership.
Yes.
Yes. Can you share a little bit of information about that? We're soon about to wrap up, but I want to be able to let the public aware how important it is to have a membership and what are the benefits.
Right, so there are different types of memberships. There's individual, there's family, and it allows you to come to any of our parks. We have 33 national parks across the Bahamas. You can go to all of them free once you paid your membership. And there's also discounts on places like Kelly's. You know, I love to get my little home goods from Kelly's, so it's a great discount to have.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. I'm loving
All
that
right.
there. All right.
Sounds good, sounds good. I know there's so much more that we can share and so much more information, but there's just never enough time. But we want to thank you guys so much for being with us here on Grand Bahama's Best Talk Show, Focus Forward. You guys actually make it the best because you bring the information and everything that people just truly need to know about what's specifically happening within the city of Freeport. So Restaurant Fest is August 3rd through to the 17th.
To the 17th, yes.
And on Saturday, you have an opportunity to be able to go to Port Lacaya Marketplace, and you can experience cuisine from 16 different businesses that are a part of the Restaurant Fest.
Now
Correct?
listen, now 16 businesses.
Free food,
Oh,
because that's what you wanted to hear, right? You know, see, I just took the wind out of her sail just now.
She did.
First time
But
ever.
I want y'all to know that she came in here today when she was doing the same thing I was doing. She'd be wanting food just as much as me. She just
I
want
don't know what
anybody,
this lady is talking about, but I do enjoy.
Yes.
I do enjoy some cuisines. And when I saw Chef Harold, yes, I did think
thought
like
it was some food that
mahi
was
mahi and
coming.
vegetables. That's what I was thinking.
Okay, but so listen, we need to make sure we get this clear so the Grand Bahama community is well aware. This is the third annual Grand Bahama Island Restaurant Fest.
Yes.
And this is almost a 2-week span from August 3rd to the 17th, where you can go as a participant, as a diner, to these restaurants that are a part of this event. They have a set menu for the GBIRF 2024, and once you go in, you let them know that you want to participate in that menu. Now, it's at your own expense, but they have great pricing. You're going to get an appetizer, an entree, and dessert.
Yes.
I think I'm going to start with Chef Harold here, but we'll see what's happening.
Right.
And so once you're able to participate, and you know what, we want you to share that information. Go to the Grand Bahama Island Promotions Board, Grand Bahama Island, visit Grand Bahama, their
I think
social
it's
media pages.
GrandBahamaVacations.com.
GrandBahamaVacations.com to get more information, to find out the whole list of restaurants, and of course share all of your experiences online, visit their social pages, so that we want to make this something that people will fly down and take part of this restaurant.
Support these
fest.
local businesses that are doing great things. We don't typically get an opportunity to highlight the restaurants. We're always talking about the clothing
Businesses
stores
and
and the shoe
investors,
stores and some of the
exactly.
major investors. But today we're focusing really on Restaurant Fest and these wonderful chefs, Grand Bahamian chefs and Bahamian chefs, and those that have been working in that particular industry for quite some time. And now they're being featured, and this is our opportunity to be able to support them. So yes, make sure you go
all
out
day
on
Saturday.
Saturday
From 12.
August 3rd, 12 to 7. So make sure you get there on time, get a seat. You can have an opportunity to see Chef Harold in action with that beautiful fish.
Lionfish, so we're going to try. You
That's
can come
going to be
after
very
me.
interesting.
Don't watch my status.
It's all going to
I'll post it later. Come after. So that's what it is. So yeah, live entertainment.
Yes.
Yes. Educational information.
Yes.
Food demonstration. A little drinky drink.
And of course, we also want to shout out the sponsors and the promoters of this particular event, Grand Bahama Island Promotion Board and the Grand Bahama Port Authority. You cannot forget Invest Grand Bahama, of course. They're always here trying to support these businesses. So we want to thank you guys very much for being with us and our guests that were on the top of the show. Thank you so much for sharing with us Restaurant Fest on our All Things Bahamian show as we are wrapping up the month of July here on Focus Forward. We were celebrating independence this entire time.
All
Each
month
and every
long.
week. She was Miss Independence. She wanted to be Miss Grand Bahama today. Miss something. Miss
Yes,
something.
it is.
Miss Alex. Miss
I
Alex.
just
She's
love-
always Miss
Listen,
Alex.
the new promotion is Love Grand Bahama.
That's what I
Grand
heard
Bahama.
today.
That's
Love
what it
Grand
is. From
Bahama.
the east to the west.
Yeah.
Exactly.
All right. Well, thank you so much for inviting us into your offices, your businesses, and your homes. We're here on Grand Bahama's Best Talk Show, Focus Forward. And until next time, I'm Glendia Sweeting.
And I'm Alex Thompson.
And we're informing you on the positive things that happen when you focus forward.
Listening to Focus Forward, sponsored by Invest Grand Bahama. Like us on Facebook at Invest Grand Bahama Small Business Bureau to stay updated. And drop a business card at the Grand Bahama Port Authority receptionist desk to have your business featured on our show. Tune in next Thursday, same time, same place, for Focus Forward.